Bridget Bird, Franklin Blvd Media. I've been in Gastonia about 4 years, 4.5. Yep, it'll be 5 years the day after Christmas. But what brought me here in that December was because in November I was diagnosed with breast cancer. It was kind of weird. It was like it came overnight. I just woke up in the morning. It was cold, and I folded my arms and went to the bathroom and said, "Ooh, it's cold," and I felt a lump. But I fold my arms every day in Minnesota, so that's what I didn't understand. Like, it wasn't there the day before. It literally was like it came overnight. And I went and, they did a biopsy, and it was my second biopsy because I had got a biopsy done on the left side years ago. And so I just figured this one was going to be benign, but it wasn't. It was positive. And so that's how I found that out. So I was down here, and I didn't have insurance when I got down here. Medicaid wouldn't cover it. I couldn't get any health care. So by the grace of God, I wrote a letter and filled out this charity application. And this amazing surgeon, Dr. Paula Lundgren, did my surgery. And she did it out of charity because, they take an oath as doctors. And she agreed to do my surgery for me. So I didn't get billed from the physician. I just got billed from the hospital. And it was a lumpectomy. It was about 9 centimeters. And this is where my story is different, everybody. And I'm not saying to do this. I tried the tamoxifen. It's a drug they wanted to give me for 5 years after I did radiation. I was lucky enough to only have to do 30 days of radiation. I didn't have to do any chemo. I got to save my breasts. Well, my breast was still saved. But I gave the medicine 30 days, but it made me bleed so much and made my bones ache. So for me, my story is I just continue to eat the power foods, and I just pray about it. My current situation, 4 years later, is I currently have 2 fibroids. And next month I have to get a biopsy to see if I have cervical cancer. I'm not scared about it. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. But I eat well. I rest. I still eat all the power foods. My cancer journey was kind of lonely. Yes, this is where this goes. God showed up for me because before my surgery, I started walking up the road to a church near my sister's house. That's where I found my comfort at and my peace. And when I started my radiation, there was this lady there that just so happened to be an elder from that church. We both did radiation on the same days. So he put her there. And I also met this amazing lady named Miss Mary. She's an amazing woman who follows all the doctor protocols, and she's doing quite well also. Cancer Services, yes. Amazing organization, yes. They got me to my to my radiation. See, what they did for me is I didn't have a car. I didn't have any income. They provided gas cards so that I could have gas for the person that volunteered to take me. My sister couldn't do it, but I did have an elder cousin. That was my mom's first cousin. They were available every morning for 30 days to bring me to radiation. And there were some days where we really did need that gas card. So I'm grateful for that. And the radiation affected my appetite for quite some time. I really couldn't eat without drinking the insured drinks. And those things are pretty expensive. But thank God for the cancer services, because every month I could go and pick up my strawberry Ensures and get my Gatorade. I would tell them to keep the chicken soup, but the Gatorade and the Ensure, I had to drink those to get my appetite right for like a whole year. I would encourage you to do as much research as you can as far as healthy foods. Start eating all the cancer prevention foods. Find yourself any place that is God focused, where you can find spiritual support and prayer. That's the big one right there. Prayer. Draw close to God. Draw close to whatever your higher power is. If you have a small support group, reach out to cancer services. They do have support groups that exist. You don't have to do it alone. It's a lot of us out here, and we all have different stories.